everyone to be last to the party. It doesn't get much later than this. This fella here is getting boxed up and sent off as soon as we finish recording this. This is my final hour review of the Canon EOS RP. There's going to be no spec sheet reading here. Specs for me are only the gateway to entry. Does it do enough for what I need? And actually, with the RP, if you looked at the spec sheets, you might just move straight on past. It's a smaller sibling of the EOS R. It's lighter, smaller, cheaper, and if you read it on paper, less capable. It's pared back and inferior in almost every way. But like I said, specs only tell you half of a story when it comes to photography. It's only when you live with it and you're shooting away out there that you know how well this camera fits you. Not from looking at the spec sheet. And turns out the EOS RP fits me perfectly. Still fits me perfectly. I'm only moving on because I found a steal of a deal in its older brother. For me, it was an entry point into the mirrorless camera system and getting a full frame for the first time. Those are the two big selling points on me moving to this. And anyone in 2022, like we are now, looking to do the same thing, this camera is a great choice for you. Photo. It's good, it's great. And removing some particular use cases, it is not going to hold you back. It's not going to be as quick as the EOS R, or its even more expensive brothers, the R6 or R5 now. But unless you're out there shooting the most crispy of wildlife shots or the quickest action on the F1 circuit, that's probably not going to mean much to you. If you're out there shooting portrait, landscape, some nighttime stuff, maybe some street stuff, there is nothing wrong with the RP for that. And if you're yet to use a mirrorless camera, you're going to find using the EVF an absolute revelation, and I cannot see myself ever moving back. Being able to see right through the viewfinder the exact image that you're going to get when you pull the shutter is so valuable. How would I summarise EOS R for photography? I don't think it's ever going to let you down. And in the small cases where you need the absolute best, you're probably already looking at cameras way more expensive than the RP. Video with the RP. That's a controversial question. Before the patch that allowed 24 frames a second, a lot of people would have said, give this one a skip, you don't want to use it. But it has been updated. And I'm here to tell you, for video, it's pretty damn good. Now there's no log profiles here like there is with the EOS R that we're recording with here, but if you're just diving into video, you don't want to be messing around with log profiles. It's just another thing to be worried about while you're shooting. Pair this with an RF lens and you're going to have some really good handheld stability in all of your shots. Even when you're out there on a blowy path and you've got a bit of the trembles going on. One drawback, 4K. It gets cropped in. Have I used 4K that often? No. Would I have used it if there wasn't a crop? Probably. Next up, lenses. And let's start with the RF lenses. Specifically designed for the mirrorless system that Canon's going with here. They are incredible. I only have the one, and that's the kit lens that came with my RP, and that's the f4 24-105. It is incredible. The stabilization, incredible. The eye detect autofocus, incredible. The resulting images, you know, incredible. Even then, with the adapter, with some EF lenses thrown on. I use it for the 50, I use it for the 75-200, and I also use it for the 100mm macro. That works just fine. More than fine. It works great. Let's finish up with the camera itself. Its size, its portability, and some things that I don't like so much. It's lightweight, it's small, it's pretty slim. Compared to the EOS R, it's going to take up very, very small amount of space in your bag. It is a mini machine. It's lightweight, but it feels well made. You'll have no problems in carrying this with you by your side on a decent sized walk if you're out in the country with a kit lens on it. I'd happily walk for several hours while carrying this camera without a bag. But then comes my one gripe. Because it's so small, there's never a place for my little finger to go. It's just out here underneath the battery grip. And I guess the one big pet peeve with this camera, battery life. You're going to need a lot of batteries in your bag. I go around with at least 4 extras plus the one in the camera. And you're probably going to burn through 2 or 3 of those in a couple of hours if you're really out there spraying shots or if you're really getting a lot of videos. Boosh. Who is this camera for in 2022? Easy. The same sort of person that I was a couple of years ago. Someone that's looking to get into the mirrorless game. Maybe you've already got some Canon lenses at home that you're going to use the adapter for to fit this system here. It's for someone looking to get into the full frame game, and now that the prices are pretty low and you can pick up some used ones like the fellow that bought this from me for a really good price. Would I recommend the Canon EOS RP? Yes, I would. Would I still be using it now if I didn't get a good deal on the R? Yes, I would. And that's it. That is the last hour Canon EOS RP review. Let me know if this is the camera for you. Let me know if this is your next machine. My name's Andrew. Goodbye, little fella.